School kids need access to the internet, especially during the coronavirus pandemic, where online learning is becoming more frequent. Eyewitness News reporter Jeremy Baker shows us how the community is coming together to make sure local students can get online.
The Southwest Research Institute was awarded a $900,000 contract to implement a private LTE network that only Southwest ISD students can access as a pilot program. If all goes well, other districts around Bexar County could see the same.
In order to provide our families with a high-quality education through the remote environment, we need to be able to provide digital resources and access. So we have been fortunate to have the capability of doing so.
And the Southwest ISD has already been working on it.
Right now we have about 2,000 families that have needed hotspots, so we have been able to provide that to those families.
The disparity in online learning is called the homework gap. In 2015, a Pew Research study found that 35% of households with school-age children did not have internet access. A more recent UTSA study found that 21% of households in Bexar County did not even have a personal computer, and 1 out of every 5 school-age children could not complete their homework due to that limited internet access. But hotspots could only go so far. You need infrastructure.
We have this area down in the Southwest that is plagued by a lack of infrastructure, as well as some economically disadvantaged families.
But Bibliotech within the city of San Antonio says this is only a short-term fix.
Long term, that's not going to help. We really need to be looking at bigger solutions, and I think that this particular project with the private LTE network is a wonderful start.
They hope to have the project finished by the end of this calendar year. Jeremy Baker, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.